I represent the people of Kalbara constituency. Mr. Speaker, my colleagues, this morning we have a matter that is sponsored by 6 members from Kaduna State and is basically on the need to urge that a state of emergency in the domain of security be declared in the southern Kaduna Senatorial District on account of the very frequent attacks that has been going on. I therefore take liberty, under the provisions of Order 8, Rule 4, Sub-Rules 1 to 3 of the 9th edition of our rules, to ask for your leave, with the support of colleagues, that this matter be taken as a matter of urgent public importance. Scores of people have been killed.
You have moved your motion. Let's get the leave of the House first. Take your seat. Honorable Ofongo.
My name is Afanaya Ajisalo. I represent
for declaration of emergency over the security situation in southern Kaduna Senatorial District of Kaduna State. The House notes that since 2011, various communities in southern Kaduna Senatorial District of Kaduna State have been consistently attacked by Fulani terrorists. Resulting in deaths, injuries, loss of properties, and displacement of communities. The House further notes that Southern Kaduna Senatorial District is a substantially agrarian with arable and fertile lands and good weather. The House further notes that subsequent to attacks by the Fulani terrorists, Fulani herdsmen have occupied some of the displaced communities.
Honorable Madaki, Honorable Adebutu, Honorable Wale Oke, Biodun Awolaye, Segun Ogunwuyi.
Honorable Aliu Madaki, please go back to your seat, please.
Honorable Sauba, take your seat.
The House further notes that the federal government declared
Aliu Madaki,
a security emergency in Zamfara State in the wake of similar terrorist attacks and set up a military strike force there. The House further notes that the attacks on the communities indicate a pattern of deliberate desire to annihilate such communities, decimate their population, occupy their lands, and generally create an atmosphere of terror.
Honorable Salami, please go back to your seat.
The House is aware that some time past there was a resolution to set up a military base / battalion in Kafanchan, Southern Kaduna Senatorial District, but the resolution is yet to be implemented. The House is aware that on the 15th to 16th of October 2016, Godogodo community in Jama local government area and other communities in Kaura and Kaur local government areas have been attacked by terrorists, resulting to deaths of scores of people, injuries, wanton destruction of communities, and other acts of mayhem. The House is aware that there's a general atmosphere of insecurity in the southern Kaduna Senatorial District of Kaduna State. Aware that the recent attacks are coming on the heels of recent ones, with the presence of security personnel even on ground. The House is aware of efforts by the Kaduna State government and federal government to restore peace in the area, but apparently the efforts are not enough.
Honorable Ole Oke. Honorable Ole Oke.
Prayers. The House resolves: 1. Observe a minute silence for the repose of the souls of the deceased victims of the attacks. 2. Call on the Kaduna State government and federal government to declare a security emergency in Southern Kaduna Senatorial District of Kaduna State. 3. Call on the federal government to set up a military strike force in Southern Kaduna Senatorial District as an interim measure. 4. Call on the federal government to actualize the resolve to set up a military battalion in Kafanchan or such other place in southern Kaduna, Senatorial District of Kaduna State. Urge the security agencies to intensify efforts to apprehend and bring to justice all persons involved in these attacks. Then the last prayer, sir. Urge the National Emergency Management Agency, that's NEMA, to provide relief materials to the internet displaced persons on account of the attacks. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I so move.
Speaker, my colleagues, I rise to second the motion ably moved by Honorable Simon Irabo.
The situation in the southern part of Kaduna State is alarming. These attacks have been on since 2011, consistently. And there is need. There is need, my colleagues, for the state government, Kaduna State government, and the federal government to do more. Some years back, there was a resolution on this house that
Chairman Airports, please.
There was a resolution of this house urging the federal government, the military authority, to set up a battalion in Kafanchan. It reached a stage, but it's yet to be implemented. Communities there are basically farming communities. The lands there are fertile. The weather there is fantastic. We believe that these attacks are just attempts to take over the lands. And in the wake of it, people are killed. The last one that happened some days back, sir, yesterday's Punch newspaper reported that about 40 people were confirmed dead, besides those that were born beyond recognition. Now, this is terrible. And that's the reason why I am appealing to this parliament that we call on the relevant authorities, by the time they declare a state of emergency in the domain of security, they should take more efforts to bring this to an end, because the government exists for the purpose of protecting lives and property. Thank you very much.
I represent the people of Yola North, Yola South, and Gire Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I come under Order 9, Rule 7 of the Standing Order. My learned colleague and
Honorable Esenwa.
of saying a Fulani terrorist. I think, Mr. Speaker, that language is so derogatory and is insulting to the generality of...
I can't hear you. What language?
If you could remember, he's saying Fulani terrorist. And our order is clearly stated.
Okay, just a moment. First, cite your order, then now make reference to what you want to correct.
As I said, I come under Order 9, Rule 7, which says, and I quote, "It shall be out of order to use offensive language and insulting language on members of the House." Mr. Speaker, I'm a member of the House, and he's talking about Fulani terrorists.
Honorable Abubakar, when you move a point of order, Honorable colleagues, please. Honorable colleagues, please. You have moved your point of order, and you have quoted it. Just sit down and wait for my ruling. Honorable Simon Irabo, while you are moving your motion, did you mention Fulani terrorists?
Yes.
Okay, Honorable colleague, please, just stay. So, Honorable Simon Irabo, I will want you. Dr. Salame, you are not the presiding officer.
Order.
So, Honorable Simon Irabo,
Yes.
withdraw the word Fulani there. And Rotimi Agusoye, you can't speak from the seat of the deputy speaker now. No, you can't act. Go and see. You can act for Femi, you can't act for me.
Rotimi, can you please go back to your seat? Honorable Rotimi.
Simon Irabo, please withdraw the word Fulani and let us have a terrorist in the generic term.
As director, Mr. Speaker, I apply to withdraw the word Fulani.
But there is a...
Honorable colleagues, please, don't let us, in the heat of this particular one word, try to subsume the importance of this motion. People are being killed every day. So we have taken notice of that, and it's going to withdraw that. The motion is very important. Honorable Goni, you are not the presiding officer, please. Okay.
Order.
Any seconder to the motion? Honorable Ali Jesse, second.
My good friend means unknown gunmen, and I rise to second the motion. Thank you.
Just give us 1 minute and discuss. He has done it. Then this motion say aye. Aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.